Hello and welcome to the program. I'm Temitope Fagbemi. We begin the program with news of happenings that made headlines over the weekend, from the UN embargo on South Sudan to the ongoing reconciliation of Ethiopia and Eritrea and the unfortunate death of 5 miners in South Africa. Here's a summary of weekend stories.
The United Nations Security Council on Friday imposed an arms embargo on South Sudan, nearly 5 years after civil war erupted in the country. 9 countries voted in favor of the US drafted resolution, while Russia, China, Ethiopia, Bolivia, Equatorial Guinea and Kazakhstan abstained.
The United States has introduced a resolution that would impose an arms embargo and new sanctions against some of the people responsible for the violence. The goal of this resolution is simple. If we're going to help the people of South Sudan, we need the violence to stop. And to stop the violence, we need to stop the flow of weapons to armed groups and that they're using to fight each other and to terrorize the people. Stop the weapons, stop the violence. It is a resolution that everyone on this council should support.
However, Ethiopia argued the timing was not right given the attempts by neighboring countries to revitalize the peace process that just began a few weeks ago. Ethiopia's Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed and Eritrean President Isaias Afwerki together on Sunday attended a peace concert, preaching love and unity as part of rapprochement between the two nations after years of hostility. As they entered the Millennium Hall, Abiy and Isaias held hands and waved at the crowd, prompting loud cheers from thousands of flag-waving guests. President Isaias arrived in Ethiopia on Saturday for a 3-day visit, a week after Prime Minister Abiy visited Eritrea as part of a reconciliation between the two nations that could change the politics and security situation of the volatile Horn of Africa region. In South Africa, 5 miners have been killed in a fire at a copper mine operated by unlisted Palabora Mining Company. The company says that this latest incident occurred in the early hours of Sunday at one of its underground conveyor belts as investigations continue into what caused the inferno. Safety is a huge issue in South Africa's deep and dangerous mines. The country is not a major copper producer, and most fatal accidents occur in its deep-level gold and platinum mines.
Meanwhile, the president of the Association of Mine Workers and Construction Union in South Africa has confirmed that a 6th miner has died after Sunday's accident at the copper mine in the northern Limpopo province. Joseph Matunjwa explained that the 6th miner was found dead upon recovery as one of the conveyor belts caught fire. Miners were then instructed to evacuate to the closest refuge chamber as temperatures rose to between 64 and 67 degrees Celsius, which made rescue efforts impossible. There were 200 workers underground at the mine owned by the Phalaborwa Mining Company when the fire broke out. Most of them were safely brought to the surface. Condolence messages have been pouring in to the families of the victims.